Mama, I made it. It is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. Welcome to the only show about Spartan Dawgs, hosted by Spartan Dawgs. This is Spartan MSU. I'm your host, Jason Strayhorn, along with my co-host, Sedrick, Swervin' Irvin.
That's my new thing, Stray.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just swerving now. I ain't doing no more barking till it's barking season.
Okay. It's not barking season right now.
Nah. We only got 2 in the portal. We got to get like at least 20 more. So I ain't barking yet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it going. If this is your first time joining us, we want to welcome you to the show. If this is not, you're a returning viewer, we thank you for your loyalty. And we need you to hit that like and subscribe button. Helps us a whole lot. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps us keep this show free. And let us know where you're watching from in the live chat. Swerve, man, there's all kinds of things going on. We got another jam-packed show today. We want to talk about all things transfer board. We got something to talk about with women's basketball, little men's basketball, hockey, all the like. But first, these messages from our friends over at Gray Matter Exchange.
Gray Matters.
Just like a bad player can cost your team the game, overpaying for shipping can cost your business. Gray Matter Exchange, your all-star team for shipping savings, will help you score big with up to 30% savings on your UPS and FedEx costs.
All right. Gray Matter Exchange. Call Michael Gray over there. Hey, Gray Matter Exchange will help you save a ton of business. You okay? You got a little allergy going on?
Hey, Stray, you know what it is, man. The weather's changing. Even in Florida, we went from 75 to 50 degrees, and you would think it was snowing outside.
Yeah.
Man, it was big jacket, it was Uggs and everything.
Mm-hmm. Uggs and everything. Oh man. Listen, man, we gotta talk about the chill that's happening all around the country, and that's the cold-blooded play of Michigan State women's basketball. And look at them, man, the back-and-forth battle they had, and they end up coming on top 68-66 over Iowa. Swerve, they did it again. 10 wins in a row, first time ever in Michigan State women's basketball history.
Straight, like I told you, I've been following my girls' basketball, and this is probably the 3rd or 4th full basketball game I don't watch from start to finish. And it was 8 minutes left, straight, and we was down 7. And then my girls, they went on a run, boy. When I say they went on a run, straight, we was making steals, no look passes, backdoor layups, and then we took the lead with 5 minutes left, straight. And then from that point, we never looked back. And then they sealed the deal. I don't know if you saw that big block at the end. Boom! With about 2 or 3 seconds left. And then we had 2 free throws. We was up 1. We didn't really need both of them. So we made 1, and we missed the last one on purpose because I knew what she was doing, because they weren't going to make a full court shot. And game was over, baby. Keep the streak going,
Just like that. Swerve, hey, don't ever think that Swerve ain't paying attention to you, ladies. He's watching all the details, as we always do here at This Is Sparta MSU. Congratulations, Michigan State basketball. Freilich, man, Robin, you're doing a phenomenal job. 10-0. Wow, man. Just super impressed with what the ladies are doing on that hard court. Swerve, we looking at that wrestling mat, man. Out west, Michigan State wrestling dropped its first duel on the season, 21-14 over California State Bakersfield. It's a rough one, Swerve.
The thing that our wrestling team now, that is something to be reckoned with. It's something to be reckoned with. I think those guys are well coached, well motivated. We lost one we shouldn't drop. But I think they'll rebound and get the next one and keep on winning. It's tough in the Big Ten. It's tough in the Big Ten in that wrestling. Ooh.
Yeah, it's rough. You ain't lying. Spartans mount a serious comeback on the tail end of the duel, getting wins from Evan Harriman at 141, Jaden Crumpler at 149, Braden Stauffenberg at 157. Can't forget Cesar Garza, who also won his match at 174 pounds. So congratulations to those young men who got it done. looking forward to seeing that team improve as time moves forward throughout the season here. We always like to give everybody, all Olympic sports and everybody, not just a football show, baby. We give everybody in Michigan State love because you guys deserve it. Off
Yes, indeed.
and flipping. Michigan State Gymnastics kicked off the season with the green and white exhibition meet this past Saturday, Swerve. Nikki Smith claiming the all-around title.
Hey, when I say Nikki got skills, Nikki got skills. Man, ain't no way I can get on that, do them flips and running like she was doing. Man, I was athlete of the year, Stray, coming out of Dade County. Miami Harrow athlete of the year. And this is one of the counties that's got the best athletes in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But when I watched that girl do the running and flips and they're doing all that, I say, you know what? There ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way?
Ain't no way.
We cutting that off. We can't do that.
I don't stand a chance. But I know she's not a better running back than me, but I can't do what she do. And she looked damn good the other day, Stray.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, man. That's a team coming off of back-to-back Big Ten titles. Looking forward to seeing what those young ladies can do as well. I mean, just a lot of promise going on in sports, especially these winter sports right now for Michigan State. Speaking of winter sports, Swerve, we're talking about college basketball in the deep.
Come on.
Right. We're talking about Oakland University versus the Spartans on December. That's tonight now. They're going on right now. Little Caesars Arena.
I think it's going to be close at the beginning just because, but we got too much this year. We're not playing with them boys. You know, we do enough to keep the rivalry going. Well, not a rivalry, but, you know, we do it for the state of Michigan or the city of Detroit, you know, so we can have the locals to have something to talk about. But this year, we ain't playing games. We ain't got time to play games. You know, we're going to do it first for the first 8 minutes. You know, we're going to let y'all play, treat you like scout team. Hey, you know. But at the end, we got to have that ass scrape. We got to have
it. Right. Just for full disclosure, this show has been taped, so we do not know what's going on in the show because Shine is going to be at the game. There's going to be several people at the game tonight, so we had to take this a little earlier to get this out of the way, but we definitely did want to bring you some content for tonight. So, yeah, your prediction is they're going to run away with this thing later on?
Oh, yeah, at the end, you know, Izzo good guy, so what he going to do? He don't want to. That's just like when we played his where he went to school at, you know. We play around, you know, little Harlem Globetrotters. Then at the end, you know what, he let the dogs lose because we can't stand to lose and we're not going to lose. But we're going to give the city of Detroit what they want. You know, we're going to get those locals a little bragging rights so they don't have to leave at halftime. But, you know, last 8 minutes, game is over.
We got to do what we got to do with that.
Yeah, we got time to play.
I mean, look, talking about rankings, Swerve, we got 3 in the top 20 right now.
Yeah.
Look at that. Hockey number 1, women's basketball 15 in the AP, and men's basketball top 20, number 20.
I want you to put the word out there that we back up. Understand me? We back up.
Put the word.
Damn right.
I love it. You know, 3 ranked teams right now in the winter sports doing a phenomenal job in the athletics department. When you look at Michigan State, there's so many good things, a lot of good news to share. We got some good news we want to bring to you too on Thursday. We got to tease that a little bit, some real good news right here on This Is Sparta MSU. But Swerve, when you look at those 3 teams being ranked in the top 20, what does it make you feel like?
Proud to be a Spartan Dawg. It's one of those where you wear, anytime you get a chance to wear anything Spartan, you wear it. Because you're proud. You know, what can somebody say to you? They can't say nothing. But congratulations. I'll tap you on the back. You know, you walking through the airport, you just hear "Go Green" out of the blue. Because I'm Spartan down from my socks to my shoes to my hat. You know, I give them what they want, straight.
We love that. We got to have that. You know, Michigan State on the top. Put the word out on the street. We back up. I like that. Hockey, women's and men's basketball, all ranked in the top 20. We got more coming. Women's gymnastics, and obviously, you know, there's golf out there. A lot of sports in the winter that we're looking at that Michigan State's going to be on top in. And we're not going to forget you either, wrestling. Look, man, we got to talk about what's going to happen, in Michigan State and other sports. That's where we're going to get into that transfer portal talk after these messages from friends over at IHOP.
There you go. Oh. I'm sneaking. I'm going to creep around here. How did I just do that? I've never even played it before. IHOP.
Nothing brings families together like Xbox and IHOP. Come in for favorites like our new fully loaded French toast and get access to exclusive Xbox merch only at IHOP.
Swerve, only at IHOP. I know you don't like that commercial, but look, man, we got to talk about the transfer portal more so than pancakes right now. We love the pancakes and that French toast, but we got to talk the transfer portal. Michigan State had a few guys go in the portal, but now it's time to start taking. The portal taketh, but it also giveth. Now we're talking about where we are. Luka, who we got here? Luka Vincic is coming here. You're talking about a guy who is from Oregon State, another Oregon State transfer, interior offensive lineman, tackle. Luka Vincic is committed to come to the Spartans. Swerve. What's the face?
I don't know, Stray. I'm just gonna wait, Stray. I'm just gonna wait because I watched enough college football this year, and I saw some names in the portal, and I got a wish list, and I'm just wishing. And Christmas coming around, and I ain't asking for much. I ain't asking Santa for much, Stray. I ain't asking for much. I just asked him for 3D linemen. I asked him for 4 offensive linemen. I asked him that 6 don't go nowhere. I ain't just asked Santa, but I even asked Jesus Christ himself that he bring Honey Badger back. I just got that list. So right now, Stray, Sunday Jack or Chunda Juba or Juba Kova, I don't know. That one on my list.
Vincic?
Oh, Luka Doncic from
No, man. Look, he's from Oregon State. He played on the offensive line. So, he played with Coach M, the offensive line coach. That's here. So you don't like that pick. What about Omari Kelly? Wide receiver. I mean, this is portal news right here, man. He's one of the highest rated guys in the portal.
I mean, he had 800 some yards, had a big game against Memphis. But, if you break the games down, one game he went with 1 catch or 5 or 6 yards or something like that. Stray, like I say, it's early. It's early. It's only the 17th. Christmas, I got 8 more days, Stray. So I know how Santa works. He been good to me.
He been good.
We lost the receiver, so you got to look at it. You lose something, like you say, give and take and give. Hopefully he can come in and be a body. We lost, the kid from Florida. So let's just see.
Jerron Glover, you're talking about, this kid from Middle Tennessee State. He was the number 1 receiver on a lower division, group of 5 type of school. Hey, look, man, 6 foot 186. I've been hearing reports that this guy's got a lot of the same traits as a Jaden Reed out there, but all remains to be seen.
Jay Reed, bad boy, straight. Come on now.
I know.
Come on. And people kill me with that. Like, when you say that, you got to really look in at like what Reed has done. You know what I mean? Like you talking about Reed in college, or you talking about Reed, over there in Wisconsin? Like, you know what I'm saying? Which Reed you want to talk about? Because he's a bad boy. So don't get my hopes up and saying he's like a Reed, because Reed making plays.
Yeah.
So come on. Yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting, Trey. I'm still waiting. How you feel about it?
Look, I like the familiarity with the offensive line pick, Luka, Vancic. I'm sure that Coach Smith and Coach Michalczyk, those guys know him. They recruited him. So this is more of an extension of what they've already started to teach him. My only question is, why didn't he come earlier? So he did stay with the other staff. Now he's going to come on to East Lansing. Look, he's welcomed, obviously. There's a great need on that offensive line. He looks like he played a little tackle and interior offensive line at 6'5", about 305 pounds. There's no lack of need in the trenches from Michigan State. So, if you got some familiarity, that goes a long way to me in the trenches. But we'll see. I don't know the player. We'll see how he is once he arrives. We'll be watching the practices and seeing how they do against live action, especially, he'll be here in the spring. So that's a pop. As far as Omari, look, the wide receiver room's empty. There's only like one or two wide receivers in the room left. Seems like everybody hit the portal. So he's going to come here, obviously, with an ability to be able to play and make a splash early. This is a guy who's been in college for a little while. This is not his first rodeo. He played, I think he's got 3 years of eligibility left, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. But then he start off at Auburn, right?
Let's see here. Enrolled at Auburn, in 22. Yeah. And then he was there. Well, so he should have 2 or 3 years left. I don't know if he played. I think he just enrolled and didn't really play at Auburn. That would have been his redshirt year last year, so he's got 3 more years of eligibility left by my watch. I don't know the accuracy of that, but I look, Michigan State, when you talk about Courtney Hawkins, if he comes under the tutelage of Courtney, who has been proven to get guys NFL ready, things look up. Again, all the guys who win the portal, we hope some of them might come back. You brought up Jerron Glover a minute ago out of Sarasota. Let's see how things are working. I saw that he's visiting a couple schools, but hey, we talk about rooms right now that are empty. Swear, you talk about the wide receiver room and that offensive line room that needs a lot of help, and then also defensive line. We haven't seen that addressed as of yet, but that's another super area of need that Michigan State needs to address in a quick way. Thinking about football, man, we talk about this a lot, what's going on and how the game is moving in college athletics. But one thing came up recently, just yesterday, it's where Ross Dellinger, from Yahoo Sports, senior college football reporter, he wrote a great article, The Sign of the Times. Florida State University's Mike Norvell giving back $4.5 million in salary of head of revenue share era. You hear a lot of rumbling about this. What is your thoughts on head coaches now taking some of their salary and diverting it over to NIL?
Straight, let's think about it. You have a year like you had this past year, right? If you're Norvell, they was calling for his head. So now he done made a lot of coaching changes. I think like 4 or 5 coaching changes, right?
Yeah.
Can't let him go this year. If his quarterback don't get hurt, he probably, fight for the national championship last year. So if they're calling for my head, and I want good grace, and I got a situation to do something that never been done yet, probably in this portals, situation. Let me be the first. Because at the end of the day, when you do fire me, my buyout, I'm going to get that back.
Well, I think they restructured it. When you look at this article here, it looks like they restructured the deal a little bit. They didn't talk about the buyout. That's one area they didn't discuss in this article that Ross Dellinger wrote. But definitely, they're looking at coaches now, and they're saying, well, we got to pay all the athletes now because how you talk about Jesus all the time, our old coach, Saban. You bring him up and say that, look, are they coming to see him play or coming to see the athletes, right? His salary got way up there. What did he get, 12 million, 13, 14 a year, right?
He always had to get $1 more than the highest paid, especially if he won the SEC championship or the national championship.
Incredible. He had a good agent. Oh, Jimmy Sexton, CAA. Hey, youngsters, look him up. He's got it locked down. And by the way, Jimmy Sexton also, I think, represents Mike Norvell, as a matter of fact. Same agent.
Jimmy Sexton represents everybody in the SEC.
That's ACC. Norvell, but he
What? You ain't let me finish. SEC, ACC, Big Ten. He got the mostest coaches ever. Trust me.
yeah, he got them all.
Oh,
Hey.
it's not even close.
CAA sports, I'm telling you. So Jimmy Sexton has helped, navigate this. And you're looking at the new era. Are we going to see more of this in college athletics and college football? Coaches foregoing some of their salary and donating it back. You saw this at LSU with Brian Kelly. He just decided to do a match of people to give NIL contributions of $1 million. So he's going to match and give back to the foundation at LSU. So this is something that's starting to get some traction now. Swerve, you think about that. Like, I don't know what's going on in Michigan State, but what's your thoughts on, is this the right thing to do?
Straight, I just think at the end of the day, when they get fired, they're going to get it back. That's how I look at it. That's just my opinion.
It's changing the contract. We don't know what they going to get it back.
They ain't write the buyout in that. They wrote everything else except the buyout. Yeah. Them buyouts are crazy.
It depends. You're right.
So why they left it out then? That's all I'm saying.
They may not want to project. It's going to be FOIA-able, Freedom of Information Act, so you're going to be able to get it. But sometimes they might not want to make him look bad too. If the buyout went down to nothing, it could have. He had you talk about monumental collapse. A guy who this team. Let's go back a year from right now. Florida State. Everybody thought should have been in the half the country said they should have been in the college football playoff, but the committee left them out and they moved Bama in. You recall that? It's a team, I think it was 13-1 or something like that. They had a great season, are undefeated, and they were left out. No one shows up at the bowl game. You hear Prime talking about this. He low-key hating, right, when he says this stuff. You got to follow what Prime's saying. He's talking about this. He said, all our players are playing because some teams that didn't do this last year are still hurting from it because it sets a bad precedent. So Florida State, 15 guys didn't play in the game. The bowl game, they got destroyed. I think it was by Georgia in the Orange Bowl. They got killed. And, where did they go this year? I think they went 1-11, 2-10. I can't recall.
So, Straight, let me ask you this. The argument that year was the quarterback got hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they knocked them out because the quarterback got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Georgia quarterback got hurt. But I guess you can't knock them out because they're SEC champs. So regardless, they get a bye and they automatically in.
Yeah, they in. Yeah.
No,
and it's 12 teams. It's 12 teams now instead of the 4. So it was way more critical, I would say, last year because there's only 4 teams. It was hard. And then you allow for an Alabama to get in who, obviously didn't have a great game against them damn Wolverines, man. That was Nick's last game. Send him into retirement after that.
Straight, let's not talk about Michigan. Don't mention them, right now. Let's not.
Yeah. Touche. But do you think that we're going to see more coaches, the salaries come down as the revenue share for the athletes goes up? Do you think that it's in balance right now, that the coaches are getting what they deserve? Or do you think that maybe the coaches should – you're seeing this trend. There's pressure on coaches to give their salary back because isn't it them securing their future if they get the right team in place?
Like I say, Trey, it's a good thing to do, but at the end of the day, these coaches are going to protect themselves. So at the end of the day, when I give back, and you got to think about it. If I'm the head coach and I got a salary of $10 million and I'm going to take it down to 6 and I'm going to put 4 into this bundle of money, to get the best players I can get, and then you fire me, and then I walk away with what? That's why I say I think the buyout's going to be even more because guess what? I'm giving back to the university. I'm giving back to my team. And then I leave myself out there, not saying vulnerable, because if I don't win, then guess what? You got the right to let me go. And I'm going to leave with what? When guys are walking away, they still paying the black coach from FSU. Jimbo Fisher's still getting paid. You know what I mean? So you're getting all these coaches getting paid. Willie Tacker's still getting paid, you know? He probably taking a pay cut over there at the Ravens. You know, Jimbo Fisher's still getting paid. Why? Because of the buyout. Yeah, I'm going to give you some, but guess what? In this buyout, you better help me. You better let me see this through this contract. If not, I get it at the end. That's all I'm thinking. But it's a good thing, you know. It's a good thing, you know, because, yeah, it's a war. Everybody fighting. And like a lot of these kids are thinking like old Swerve is. $1 more, and I'm gone.
$1?
$1 more. You got me and my baby. We gone.
You won't look at the overall, the holistic look at the whole. You won't do that.
Nah, $1 more. We can go to North Dakota. We can go to Idaho. My baby say that you say $1 more? Yeah. They giving it away. Let's go get it.
Man, that sounds like a way to get fooled, man. You gotta be careful of that, Swerve. I don't want to see you do all that. $1 more.
$1 more.
That's it,
man.
I think this is an interesting, look at things. I mean, there's, Brian Kelly that's out there looking at this. I mean, you see this model. You got guys like Bill Belichick coming in trying to bring in the NFL model into college football, college athletics, but football specifically. I mean, he wasn't a good general manager with the Patriots, and then now he's going to be with University of North Carolina. We'll see how that goes because he was the GOAT. But I'm interested to see, Swerve, do the players relate to a guy like him? But anyway, I'm getting a question right here. Talk about schools that lie about the deals they offer, and when these kids get there, they're not getting paid. This is from the mailbag. You've seen this before.
But you know what? When you hear about the schools getting paid, are we going by he say, she say? Or, and you've been in this before me. I mean, I'm following your footsteps. You done met with some of these general managers. I haven't. So that when I hear about the deals and this, for me, it's always he say, she say, this and this. I never get it from the horse's mouth. So I'm always getting it for those people who either close with the program or close with the kid or whatever it is. So it's like, I don't know who telling a lie. You know what I mean? Are you hearing it from the GM or you hearing it from the head coach? So I don't know.
You are hearing, that position coaches are in position sometimes to make promises. But for all the young players out there and families that are in the recruiting process, you have to be aware that not all communications about NIL should go through coaching staffs. They are merely a suggestion of those things. If you're not hearing directly from the general manager, which is a new position in college football, or the collective themselves, then you don't have a deal. And unfortunately, there are some position coaches out there that will say whatever to get a kid on campus, to get a kid to commit, because that's how they're judged and how they're valued and paid accordingly. But Swerve, like it is imperative that you hire good representation and that you talk directly to the source, like you just said. You eloquently put that out there. Talking to the general manager would be the first thing, if not the collective of that particular school. And then you get a term sheet in writing. All these things are legal to do. Nothing that you would have to break any rules for. But sometimes they make people feel sort of like, asking for the pertinent things in business aren't the right thing to do. So we're gonna make sure that isn't the case for those youngsters out there. You are standing right up next, right? So you know this. You have friends in the industry all over the place. You coach at the highest level. So wherever you played at the highest level. So you understand how this thing goes. So I don't have any doubt that you're going to be able to sift through all the chaos?
$1 more, Stray.
I don't know where else to go. $1. So everybody.
But when I say the $1 straight, because it got to go in line, but $1 more in the area of the 6-figure order. You know what I mean?
Say that again.
$1 more in any of the 6-figure order. So if it's 300,000, if you want to put a 1 in front of the 3, under the 3, and make it 400,000. So that's what I mean when I say $1. That's the you don't speak this language. That's the now people say $1. $1 mean like $100, and then they got another name for like $1,000. You ever heard that?
Stack.
So when I'm saying one,
stack,
there you go. Come on down to my hood, man. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I say $1 more, I'm just saying we got to beat the last offer at $1 more in one of these areas. Yeah, it's a little. Now I ain't just saying, okay, if you say $5 and you give me $6, we're going no. If I say $5 now, you got to say 500.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Stray. Yeah.
Okay, well, see, you saying $1 over and over and over. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's got to be worth it.
Right, Stray. I go to work every day. Money, I can get $1. No, but help me where I gotta go. Man,
listen. Look, unfortunate news in Michigan State athletics today. Yesterday, actually, MSU announces a change in volleyball program leadership. Michigan State Vice President and Director of Athletics Alan Haller and volleyball coach Leah Johnson have mutually agreed that Johnson will step down as program's head coach effective immediately.
When it's time, it's time. And it's been over time. But the good thing about that, Stray, those girls, I think it was like 32 girls by the time she was there in the last two seasons, has been academic, all Big Ten. So, I salute that. At least they're smart athletes. You understand what I'm saying? So, let's see who we get next.
Yeah. I know there was a lot of talk about building, facilities with Leah for the volleyball team, and just we don't know. I don't know the details. Don't know anything about this, but this is the fact that they've mutually agreed to part ways with the volleyball program. Swerve, look, man, I know this is the holiday season. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to what's going on the basketball court, which is just about to wrap up in a moment. We want to let everybody get to this game and watch the finale. Okay. Let's watch the finale of this game right now. We don't know what it is. This is a tape game episode. Swerve, what are your final thoughts? We want to get out of here right now. We ain't going to waste a lot of time tonight.
I just want to give a shout out to the women's basketball team. I want to give a shout out to the hockey team, which I looked at the schedule. Y'all got 18 more games, and I'm definitely coming. I'm just waiting for the temperature to drop. And then shout out to. And then shout out the basketball, men's basketball. So, hope they keep going. Hope they keep getting higher and higher, and keep making old Uncle Swerve happy to wear his green and white every day.
All day long, man. Look, we got to get it. We are actively looking for a hockey, women's basketball, men's basketball weekend that Swerve can get up there and support everybody in person. There will be live shows, all kinds of cool things coming up for the This Is Sparta MSU crew here. But listen, Swerve, we are in talks right now for one of the biggest announcements in Michigan State football history. But we're gonna temper that until we can get the commitment, and we'll talk about that on Thursday. But until then, for Sedrick Irvin, I'm Jason Strayhorn. This is Sparta MSU. Everybody have a good night. God bless you, and go green.
Go white.